our yoga nidra is also a great way to work with stress, anxiety, and all of the things I just mentioned. So if you haven't participated in yoga nidra before, I always like to give a little bit of background, just so that, you know, my background is in education, and I really want people to understand the how and the why of what we're doing. Of course, just experiencing it is going to be, you know, deeply relaxing and helpful for us, but it's also helpful to know what we're doing and why we're doing it. So yoga nidra is an ancient sacred yogic process of meditation. And it was brought to the West by Swami Satyananda Saraswati. It requires no belief system at all. It's not a religious practice. It is really just open to everyone. It helps us release muscular, emotional, and mental tension. It helps us to restore and relax, reduce overall stress. It can even help with overcoming insomnia, resolving trauma, improving relationships, resolving anger and fear, as well as neutralizing depression. That's kind of a tall order, but all of yoga, mindfulness, the mind-body kind of movements can help us with this. This process is practiced by taking us on a journey through states of consciousness and subtle bodies while remaining awake, aware, and in total control. So you'll enter the dream space right before sleep, in between the theta and the delta states, where kind of the magic happens. You can think of this as like a portal to clarity, insight, wisdom, inner resource, and creativity, all while resting comfortably in your home. The ultimate goal, of course, just like all of yoga, is to use this practice as a way to wake up to our essential true nature. And this practice invites our innate intelligence and intrinsic clarity to rise to the surface of our conscious mind, allowing us to access wisdom resources and wake up to what really matters. It's not hypnosis. You are awake and aware throughout the entire process, although both yoga nidra and hypnosis start from the same point of relaxation. Yoga nidra goes in one direction, hypnosis goes in another. So this is a mind-body practice where we heighten the awareness of the body to stimulate the mind. So it's a bottom-up practice rather than a top-down practice, whereas, you know, the therapist or a neurosurgeon might work with the body to help affect, or work with the mind to affect the body. We're doing the opposite. I am merely a guide. You get to choose your own adventure here. So there are 8 stages, and these take us through the subtle bodies. Internalization is the first, then we move into an intention, then body awareness, then to breath awareness, then opposite sensations. And each of these key components have reasons behind them and the way that they help us disidentify with our thoughts and experience the body and really kind of understand deeper parts of wisdom inside of us. Opposite sensations, visualization, and then we go back to our intention and then externalize. So we go into it and then we come back out. It's really not necessary to concentrate on every single word that I say. Just kind of allow your mind to passively move from one point to the other, but stay aware. Don't get too caught up and attached to each little thing I say and making sure you do it perfectly. Just, if the mind drifts, it's okay. If you're anxious or filled with worry, it's okay. If your body needs to move, that's fine. Work with what is and rest in that awareness. The important thing is to simply allow yourself to view experiences as they arise with awareness and detachment. So I'm going to just invite you all to find your comfortable position, a way that you feel held and supported. For those of you who are just joining us, if you didn't hear lying in bed or lying on the floor, if you tend to fall asleep easily, you might want to sit up against the wall or lay on the floor instead of in the bed, just so that you can experience all of the parts of the meditation before you drift off into sleep. So for this first week, I'm going to give a little background on body sensing and welcoming what is. And what I'm talking about with welcoming what is really allowing for whatever shows up. As one of the persons that I study, his name is Richard Miller, talks about, just invite it in for tea and conversation. And I love that image of, if thoughts show up, invite them in for tea and conversation. Just be curious about what's there. If pain arises in the body or discomfort, invite that in and just be welcoming to what shows up. Don't try to push it away or detach too strongly to it, because even that is going to be something that works against what we're trying to do. We're merely trying to observe what shows up in our experience and then gently working with that. So just welcome whatever shows up, whatever emotions and memories arise, because there may be some that come up. Just say, this is where it is now, and it's okay. I'm safe, and I'm welcoming what is coming up. And open to being, open to allowing yourself to experience this fully. So with that said, we're going to start with our first little part of this, which is body sensing. So I'm going to turn off my camera just so that you can hear my voice, and I'll come back at the end. So just close your eyes. And we're going to start with the breath first before we move into the body sensing. We'll actually open our eyes just for part of that body sensing practice. But for just a moment, I just want you to get into your breath. Feel yourself being supported on the ground beneath you. Feel each part where your body connects to the mat or the chair. Soften your belly. Let your tongue fall off the roof of the mouth and settle into the bottom of the mouth, bringing about relaxation. And then as you breathe, notice your body fill up, or your belly fill up with air. As you breathe out, allow that air to just slowly release, just letting go of the day, letting yourself be present, honoring yourself for being here in this moment, spending this time to take care and connect with yourself and others. We'll take 3 to 4 more deep belly breaths. This diaphragmatic breathing is the quickest way to connect the body to the mind. Regulate your nervous system. As you breathe in, that air fills up your belly just like a balloon. And as you breathe out, that air just empties out. So the practice of body sensing teaches us how to sense, locate, welcome, and respond to sensory information. And through regular practice, you can achieve deep physical and mental rest, calm and soothe your nervous system, and stimulate your body's natural healing system. Your mind, working along with your eyes, imagines that your skin defines the boundary of your body. But your body is actually a field of sensation that extends beyond any border that your mind creates. Your body is a field of radiant sensation and extends infinitely in all directions. This always brings to mind to me Jill Bolte Taylor, who wrote a book called My Stroke of Insight. She is a Harvard-trained neuroanatomist, and she had a stroke and knew she was having a stroke and was able to kind of be aware of what was happening while this was going on. And at one point, she was taking a shower, and all of a sudden, it's like her entire being left her physical body, and she could see down into her body, and she felt like, I am so expansive. How can I possibly fit inside that little body? When we think of body sensing, I want you to really feel this expansiveness. So we're going to start with our eyes open, and you're just going to hover your hands above your eyes and look at your hands. Just examine your hands, your palms, your fingers. Look at the back of your hands. Notice the shape and the color, the texture, all the lines on your hands. Any spots or scars. Look at your fingernails. Notice any thoughts that come to mind as you examine your hands. Notice how you can feel your hands by looking at them. Now close your eyes and let your hands just fall to the side of your body. I want you to feel your left hand without moving it, without looking at it, just the felt sense of your left hand. Let go the thinking about it. Just feel it and experience the actual sensations that make up your left hand. The pulsing, perhaps throbbing, radiating. Just notice your hand as a field of sensation. And then feel how far this sensation reaches. Keep feeling your hand. And then we're going to switch to the right hand. Let go the thinking of it. Don't try to move it or look at it. Just feel the actual felt sense of your right hand. Notice any sensations. Feel the pulsing and throbbing and radiating. Notice your hand as this field of sensation. And see how far that sensation can reach. Now feel both hands at the same time. Take your time. Allow the energy and aliveness of your hands to fully unfold in your awareness. Feel your two hands as a field of sensation that extends out into space. Now, once more, open your eyes while feeling the sensations in your hands. Not the thinking, the feeling. Then close your eyes again and feel the sensations. Now begin to feel these sensations throughout the entire body. Feel them in your arms, your chest, your torso, your pelvic area, hips, legs, knees. ankles and feet and toes. Feel it in your chest and your back. Feel the sensations of your neck and the back of your head, the front of your head, your face, and the top of your head. Notice how when you feel the sensations, the thinking about the body decreases. If you think about your body, then the feeling decreases. You can toggle back and forth between the thinking and the feeling. So when I ask you to move into the body and feel the body, not talking about thinking, talking about this felt sense. Now I want you to imagine a white circle of light around you. This circle of white represents protection, that this practice may be a safe space and a safe practice for you. And then draw one more white light around that as a double layer. Our intention for today, also known as the Sankalpa, is I give this practice my wholehearted attention. And you can just repeat that to yourself a couple of times. I give this practice my wholehearted attention. I give this practice my wholehearted attention. We now begin the rotation of consciousness, rotation of awareness by taking a trip through the different parts of the body. As quickly as possible, the awareness is to go from part to part. We're not moving each part or looking at each part. Just repeat the part in your mind and simultaneously become aware of the felt sense of that part of the body. Keep yourself alert. Don't concentrate too intensely. Starting with the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the right waist, right hip, right thigh, the kneecap, calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the right foot, the top of the right foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, armpit, left waist, left hip, left thigh, the kneecap, calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now to the back of the body. Become aware of the right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the spine, and the whole back together. Now to the top of the head, forehead, both sides of the head, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, the left eyelid, the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheek, the left cheek, the nose, the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, the chin, the throat, the right chest, the left chest, the middle of the chest, the navel, and the abdomen. Now the entire right leg, the entire left leg, then both legs together. The whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together. The entire back, the buttocks, the spine, the shoulder blades. The entire front, abdomen, chest, the whole of the back and the front together. The whole of the head, the whole of the body, all together. The whole body together. Total awareness of the whole body on the floor. Become completely aware of your body lying on the floor. See your body lying perfectly still on the floor in the room. Visualize this image in your mind. And become aware of your breath. Feel the flow of your breath in and out of your lungs. Don't try to change the rhythm or force it to do anything. This breathing is natural and automatic. You're not doing it, it's just doing itself. There's no effort. Just maintain awareness of your natural breath. Complete awareness of your natural breath. concentrate your awareness on the movement of your navel area. Concentrate on your belly movements. Notice your navel is rising and falling slightly with each breath. With each inhale, it expands, and with each exhale, it contracts. Just notice the expansion and the contraction. Now start counting your breaths backwards from 18 to 1, like this. 18, belly rises. 18, belly falls. 17, belly rises. 17, belly falls. And so on. Say the words and numbers mentally to yourself as you count your belly breaths. If you lose focus, start back over at 18. Total awareness of your breath. Now gently stop counting the belly breaths and shift your attention to your chest. Notice your chest rising and falling with the breath. Your chest rises and falls slightly with each and every breath, and just become aware of this. Now, in the same way as we did before, we'll start counting backwards from 18 to 1. 18, chest rises. 18 chest falls. 17 chest rises. 17 chest falls. Just keep on with the practice, counting and awareness, awareness and counting. If you lose focus and lose track, just start back over at 18. Now switch your awareness from your chest to your throat. Notice as your breath enters the area of your chest and at your throat. Notice your breath moving in and out of the throat area. Concentrate on the movement of the breath and start counting backwards from 18 to 1, the same way as before. Complete awareness and counting of the breath in the throat area. You may have noticed that you feel your breathing in your nostrils as well. Now we'll just focus the attention on the breathing in our nostrils. Become aware of the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Concentrate on the movement of the breath in and out and start counting as before, 18 to 1. Inhaling and exhaling, counting and awareness. Now you can stop your counting. Let go of the awareness of the breath. We'll start visualizing. A number of things will be named, and you should try to develop a vision of them on all levels. Feeling, awareness, emotion, imagination, as best you can. If you are able to find the vision, your relaxation is complete for the time being. And if you are not able to, then just need a little more practice. Burning candle, burning candle, burning candle. Endless desert, endless desert, endless desert. Torrential rain, torrential rain, torrential rain. Snow-capped mountains, snow-capped mountains, snow-capped mountains. Greek temple at sunrise. Greek temple at sunrise. Greek temple at sunrise. Coffin beside a grave. Coffin beside a grave. Coffin beside a grave. Birds flying across a sunset. Birds flying across a sunset. Birds flying across the sunset. A cross above a church. A cross above a church. A cross above a church. Stars at night. Stars at night. Stars at night. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Now we're going to gently come back to our intention, the beginning of our practice, which was to give this practice our wholehearted attention. You can repeat that to yourself. And then just allow yourself to relax all efforts. Begin to feel the felt sense of your body. Become aware of your breath. Just your natural breathing. Feel the ground beneath you, supporting you. Laying on the floor, totally relaxed. Develop awareness of your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. You can say mentally in your mind or out loud the Om chant. And just repeat Om. To yourself once or twice more. Om. Notice any sounds you hear beside you or in the room. The sound of your own breath. Any sounds outside of the room that you're in. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently rock your head side to side. You can stretch your body long on the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. And just gently kind of rock side to side, back and forth. Take a moment to thank yourself for practicing tonight. Feel free to drift off into sleep. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat or unmute yourself and ask. And thank you all so much for joining and being a part of our first session. Next week, we will be doing another practice course, and we'll be working with equanimity and our true nature. We'll also have you discover your own intention. So be thinking about what you hope to get out of this practice. And yes, Rebecca, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all. Namaste.